Cutting them needs skill with the single most valuable bushcraft tool, the machete. It's an essential part of bushcraft, so here are a few simple tips on how to use one. With the machete, it's in its sheath until you need it. After all, it's indiscriminate. It'll bite you as much as it'll bite wood. Before you use it, I want to take this tree down here. I've got a use for that. Before I do, I need to make sure I've got clear swipes with the machete. So any vegetation that's in the way, we just clear out of the way, like that. Making sure we stay well behind the knife. One of the things that's unique about using machetes or parangs is the speed with which the cuts are made. So this is what I'm after. It only takes a few cuts to go through. It's perfect to show some of the ways of cutting with a machete. Now I clean it up. It's got a vine round it here as it comes down. At a full arm's reach, just trim everything off. And once I get down to where the branch is no longer thick enough for my intended purpose, then I'll truncate it. And I'll do that with just one slash at about 30 degrees. You can see that in this environment, a sharp parang and the right technique means you can collect whatever you need very quickly. It's also worth bearing in mind that it's very hard to work in this environment. It's very humid, you sweat profusely, it's very tiring. So good technique and a sharp parang makes life easier. Every cut we make with this tool has to be planned. We have to know what we're doing. And we need, wherever possible, to cut with the grain to our advantage. So we don't cut at 90 degrees to the grain, but at an angle to it. A good example of that is how we make a point on a stick. Let's imagine I want to make a stake here with a point on the end. I could cut it through and then sharpen it like a pencil, but I don't need to with this tool. What I do is I'm going to cut about that angle there. I'm obviously completely behind the tool, and there's a good bit of wrist action in this cut. Like so. 1, and I turn the stick, 2, 3, and we're almost through, 4. There we go. So we cut it through and end up with a point all in one go. I can further trim that and tidy it in the same manner with a confident action. But you see I've moved my hand further up the parang to give a little bit more fine control. Like so. If I want to flatten the top, then I'd normally lie down onto a branch or a root like this, and good firm blows. You can see it's a very sharp tool. It has to be used with great accuracy. A machete is as versatile as the person using it. With practice, no job is too strenuous. A good machete is a real bushcraft friend.